Alright, man. What's up?
What up, bro?
Hey, I appreciate you for having me on here, for real.
Of course, man. So, how you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
That's
Doing
what's
pretty
up.
good. Episode 1 did pretty well. We had a couple of technical difficulties along the way. Still trying to figure out the video quality and stuff like that.
I feel you.
But for the most part, it's pretty good, man.
Alright, that's what's up.
So, tell me about yourself, bro.
You know, I'm just trying to, get out here. It's my first podcast, so I'm a little nervous.
Mhm.
But it seems like it's gonna be pretty lit. I mean, my name's Carlos. I like to chill, hang out with friends, live life, stuff like that.
So, when we get on the topic of life and death experience, what is really the first thing that comes to your mind?
Honestly, nothing for real. I don't think too hard about stuff like that anyways. I mean, I just like to enjoy life, and it's inevitable, so
So you're really like a live for type of moment, man.
right.
You don't try to. You try to make the best of the scenario that's
Pretty
that
much.
you're in.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I've always been like that too. Just live in the moment.
Mhm.
Whenever it happens type of person, I guess.
I got you. Now, have you ever experienced loss in your life?
Loss. Yeah, I have. I've lost like my grandma's, like two of them, and then I lost both of my granddads. I still got a grandma in Honduras, but I never really met them. But when it comes to my grandpas, I really didn't meet them, and I didn't really like talk to him that much. Well, the one here, you feel me? I'm American and Honduran. The one from Honduras, I never really met him in person, so didn't really have a strong connection. And then my other granddad, he died when I was like real young, so I didn't really get to know him that much either. So
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
My mother's father, he passed away when I was around the age of 11.
yeah,
But I was able to meet him one time throughout my life, and it was right before he passed. But when I did meet him, he was all about like learning more about me. He really wanted to get to know me,
that's what's
and
up.
he asked me if there was anything that I was wanting at the time, and I told him that one of my interests was Minecraft. And so when I got home, a couple of days later, a gift card for me arrived in the mail.
Yeah,
And he wrote me a letter stating that he remembered me saying that I wanted Minecraft. And that's how I got into Minecraft. I used that gift card to purchase Minecraft on the Xbox 360. So that was a really cool experience, man. Because I still play Minecraft a lot to date. I've actually played it earlier today. It's a great game, man.
That's what's up. I'm not really too into it, but
Yeah.
you feel me? Like it's alright,
What kind of games are you into?
I'm into games like I like Rocket League,
Okay,
Apex. I like Call of Duty, pretty much all the free shit.
yeah. I got you, yeah. Were you ever a big Fortnite person?
Yeah, I like Fortnite. I mean, I won't say I'm like a big nerd on it, but it's still fun. But and also when it comes to my grandmas, I totally forgot to talk about that. One of my grandmas, she lives in Honduras. We talk on the phone, and that's cool. Like I'm starting to get to know her a little bit better. But my mom's mom, she passed away before I could I was like probably one, maybe two. And I never really met her. And then I had my grandmother. She was like my step grandmother. Me and her were pretty close, and she passed away not too long ago. But you know what I'm saying.
When people talk about their own like preparations for their like when they know they don't have long left, like say they're sick or something like that.
Yeah.
They talk about what they want to do before they die, or how they want to go, or like what to do with their body and stuff like that. So these next following questions, we're going to talk about those types of topics.
Yeah.
So, do you know what a bucket list is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What is, I'm not sure if you ever thought about it, but off the top of your head, what are some things on your bucket list that you would like to do before you, say, pass away?
Probably to make sure my parents are straight. I mean, if you know, I'm sorry to say this, if you feel me, if they make it longer, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just make sure my parents are straight is the main goal. But you feel me? I got other stuff too, but that's probably the main one.
Okay. Any places you'd like to travel to?
Yeah,
experiences?
I'd like to go to Honduras, Spain, Europe in general. I've always wanted to go to Europe. That'd be pretty lit.
What about like concerts, stuff like that?
Concerts. Let me think. Freaking. When it comes to concerts, who do I want to see? Probably a Hoodie Allen concert. You probably don't know who he is, but he's a rapper.
Okay.
And he's pretty like he's done shows here and he does shows in Europe, but he should be like having a tour soon, I think, but I'm not sure though because he did just drop a song. I forget what it's called, but it's pretty like I'm not. Nah, he's probably my favorite rapper too. So.
Have you heard Post Malone's Austin album?
I haven't heard. I've heard you play some of the songs, but I haven't really like looked at the album or anything.
I got you. Are you a fan of Posty, or are you kind of casual?
Yeah. I don't know. Whenever he dropped "Congratulations," that song really put me on Post for real.
I got you. So we just talked about your bucket list.
Yeah.
Now, say if you had a week to live, right?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like, who would you have any like words to share with anybody, anything like that?
If I was finna drop, I'd probably just chill out with the fams. I'm finna go crazy. Like, any of the money that I have, I'm finna go crazy with it. I mean, I'm talking about me and my boys are going out. You know, me and my family are gonna spend some time together. But yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy it till it happens, I guess.
I understand. Now, when you do end up dying,
yeah,
are you interested in like organ donor, cremation, coffin?
I want to be cremated. Cause like I mean, I don't need no. Like I mean, I always thought it was kind of like stupid to like get thrown in a like $1,000 box just to get thrown into the ground, you know. So yeah, but cremation, yeah, cause like you know I'm gonna get like somebody that I know and I want them to like spread it wherever I like to chill at or hang out. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I got you.
I don't want nobody to hold on to my ashes. That's kind of sad. You said it's cool if I drink on here?
Yeah, man, that's fine.
All right, cool. You shouldn't have, bro. What is this?
Now, is that one of your favorite beverages?
It is. You actually put me on these.
It's the peach flavor.
Yeah, well, not the peach flavor, but
yeah. I don't like peach, man.
Yeah,
peach and mango.
This is not
sponsored.
A paid sponsorship.
It'd be wild if it was though.
Would be pretty lit.
Yeah. What about So do you have any younger siblings?
Yeah, I got one. My little sister.
Okay. Now, when we approach loss with younger audiences, such as children,
yeah,
how do you think the best way to go about that would be?
That's a tough question. I've never really thought about it. But you know, I feel like I mean, I don't think you should lie, but I don't think you should tell the whole 100% truth either, because their minds are still developing, I guess. So, um, probably just like, just tell them whatever makes you feel like. I don't know. I really don't know.
Chase brought up the idea of letting them know, but softly.
Yeah.
And I brought up asking if he meant like, oh, like you won't be seeing them anymore because they're gonna be on a permanent vacation, like they're gonna be gone for a while. And he said that he wouldn't necessarily say that because that's gonna have them build up hope that somehow they'll see them again, even though they're gonna be gone forever.
Yeah, for you. I was gonna say something else, but you feel me? Trying to stay away from the politics. You feel
I got
me?
you. Are you a religious man?
I am. I believe in God, so.
Okay. Are you a Christian?
I'm Catholic.
Catholic? Okay.
Yeah.
When you pass, you believe in the ideology of heaven, right?
Yeah, I do.
Who is the first couple of people or things you would like to see when you go there?
Whenever I go there, I mean, really, if I ever, I don't know, honestly, I don't really think about it too hard. Probably anybody who was rocking with me, I guess.
So, anybody that's really been a staple in your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
What about it's tough because I don't got my my little list right here, so I'm trying to remember them all.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, yeah. Whenever you do pass, how do you want your death to be treated amongst like friends and family and stuff like that?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm ready for this one. You know how whenever people are usually in the hospital or sick, and you people be taking pictures of they're I mean, I understand if you want someone to shout out prayers or something, maybe a little note.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want people taking pictures of me and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So death on social media.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was gonna be pretty much my next question is how would you want your death to go across on social media?
Yeah, I mean somebody could post hey, my Carlos isn't doing well. You feel me? Shout him out pretty much. But don't do that. Don't post me while I'm looking like that. I just think that just makes people more sad, and I think it's retarded personally.
Mm-hmm. So you don't want people to dread upon the fact that you're not doing too well.
Pretty much.
You would rather have people
because I'm gonna feel good laying there feeling like shit anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and when I say that, I mean I'm maybe not physically, but I'm gonna feel good mentally. I mean I'm gonna have my little I mean, I'm not really a depressed guy, but you know what I'm saying?
Your sadder moments?
Yeah, I'm more I try to find the good out of the bad, you know what I'm saying?
Optimistic?
Yeah.
I got you. I believe that there's always a little bit of bad and everything good, and always a little bit of good and everything bad. It's say you're having a really bad day.
Same.
There's something that happened in that day that was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I feel you there.
So rather than dread
even if you don't realize it at the time.
Yeah. So try not to dread upon the bad stuff that happened and focus on that little tiny thing that make say if you're out at a restaurant and your day's just been horrible, you keep taking L's back to back to back, but somebody smiled at you or somebody gave you a compliment.
Right.
Think about that one little thing. I usually don't have this happen. This happened. My day's been pretty good.
You feel me? That's valid.
So back to the idea of you laying in bed being really sick.
Yeah.
Say that you were very sick for a very long time and you were in a lot of pain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the topic of the right to die?
Not so much, but not heard about it.
Okay. So the right to die movement is pretty much. Do you know what euthanization is?
No.
Okay. So it's pretty much if an animal is very sick,
Yeah.
you get it put down. If
Oh,
if
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
hope of it surviving at all,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
I
just
feel
gonna
you.
go ahead and
Yeah.
ease it out of its suffering.
Yeah. I
So
feel
pretty
you.
much the right to die is the action of making it legal for humans to be euthanized.
Yeah, I get what you're putting down. Yeah, honestly, I'm All right, go ahead. My bad. I feel like I cut you off.
Oh no, like you're pretty much answering what I was gonna say, but do you think that the right to die movement should be a thing? Like, do you think if people are very sick and there's like they have a limited time,
Yeah.
do you think that and they're already in really bad agonizing pain
Yeah.
that they should have the option of being euthanized?
I feel like it depends on the person. Like,
Mhm.
cause you feel me. I feel like yes, if you want it to, no, if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
You know, it's an
if you
option.
don't, yeah, if you don't mind, like, cause like some people are like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I believe whenever it's time, it's time. You know what I'm saying? But if I can make it, that's also good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it depends on how serious it is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like who it is and stuff like that. So
I think it's meant for people who are on their deathbed.
yeah, like there's no like strictly like there's no
They have like a week left.
there's no hope pretty much.
Mhm.
I feel like you should be able to, yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your opinion on euthanization of animals? Like having like a sick dog and it like
Yeah.
very slim chance it might get better.
Yeah, honestly, I mean I've had to do it before,
Yeah, I've had to too.
but it's sad for sure, but I mean I don't know. I just can't sit there and watch, the animals suffer and stuff. So
I got you.
you feel me? And you feel me? I don't even hunt, so like, if
Mhm.
anybody wants to bash me for saying like anything about that, they can suck it.
I think it's important to realize that certain aspects of humanity we should not have the right to we shouldn't be the judge and executioner of certain things.
Yeah.
So like whenever I had to put my dog down, it was a really difficult decision.
Yeah.
But the vet was sitting there telling me like, she has less than a day left.
Yeah.
And we're already there, and so I just went ahead and bit the bullet of putting her down, which is a very difficult thing, and I really regret not letting her come back home and I could sit there with her for the last couple hours.
Yeah.
But when I did choose to put her down, I sat there and I rubbed her head until she fell asleep, and it was very difficult to watch because I really value life, and it's difficult knowing that you're the one who took that option. You're the one who acted upon that and went through with it, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it wasn't really my dog. It was my sister's dog.
Mhm.
And you feel me? Like, you see, our dog, got real bad injured, and like the surgery and all that was like real expensive. And you feel me? We didn't have the money, and so like, yeah. I mean, but like, it was sad. It was real sad for real.
Mm-hmm. Going back to your Catholicism and being in heaven, people have a realism of their religion and their afterlife, and then they have a hope of what they hope to happen versus what they genuinely expect to happen.
Yeah.
So Chase, when I asked Chase this question, he said that he is an atheist.
Yeah.
So his realism is that there's nothing. You die, your brain just shuts off. There's nothing.
Yeah.
But he said his hope was that it's like heaven. It's like an astral plane where he sees all his friends and all these souls that he's known in his life.
Yeah.
So going to yours, your realism is heaven. Do you have any hopes?
No, I don't really. I don't really hope. I just got a real strong feeling, or I feel like I know this for a fact. Like, I mean, I'm almost 100% that heaven's real because, like, I just be thinking about real life because, like, everybody knows what's good and what's wrong and stuff like that. So, I mean, and whenever I think of heaven and hell, it's like, you know what I'm saying? There's a good and there's always a bad. And you feel me? The good may not always sound like roses and stuff like that, but you feel me? Sometimes the truth is a little, whatchamacallit, it's a little, not sweet to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I think that we are going to. Do you have any other words on that topic?
No, not for real.
All right, I think we're going to take a small break before I throughout the podcast, man.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little nervous. It's my first podcast ever. So, I'm feeling good though.
Now that I got the list up, it's going to be easier for me to remember asking questions.
Yeah.
Because I'm also trying to listen and think of your, of what you're saying and taking it into aspect.
Yeah, I feel you there.
How have you ever experienced a? Sorry about the damn.
Yeah, it's all good.
Babone thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a life-altering event in your lifetime?
Yeah, I have. My appendix ruptured.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was asleep, and I was the only one at home. And, you know, like, it wasn't bad at first. It was just my stomach was hurting.
Yeah.
So I thought I just had to, use the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and I couldn't use the bathroom. And then my chest started hurting too. And then, I started yakking. And whenever I yacked, it made everything hurt like 10 times worse. And then, I'm talking about some serious pain, man. Like, I've never felt no pain. Because, I'm not one to, even when I'm sick, if I don't think I'm that bad, I'm not going to the doctor or the hospital. But if I ever do, something's definitely wrong. And I ended up driving myself to the hospital. And I pulled up. And, I was pale as fuck. I couldn't breathe. Freaking, it scared the shit out of me, I'll tell you that. But, I went up in there. And I got back pretty quick, so back in the back pretty quick, so that was pretty cool of the folks. Like, they knew that I was dying. I was dying, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
How long ago was this?
This was when I was around 20 or 21, maybe 22. Not that long ago, about 3, 4, or 5 years ago, something like that.
All right. And did that make you have more of a appreciation of life?
I mean, I've always appreciated life. It made me feel like I was a G, though. Where people know that's dying, and then just gets in the car and drives herself to the place. Sorry to have a big head, but
from your childhood, when did you really understand mortality?
Alright, I was climbing up these bricks. And I messed my leg up. Like my shit was cut open, blood going everywhere. I was tripping out. I mean, any kid's gonna wig out. So yeah, I was like, what's the heck? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what's wrong with this? I was sitting there tripping.
And was that like your really first like, oh shit, I could pass away?
Oh no, not pass away. No, the appendix thing was probably the first thing that made me think that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like like all the other stuff, like, you know, was like it wasn't really too bad. Like, but more pain helps me like recognize that I'm human. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So.
How has your view of life and death changed over time? Did you have like a different viewpoint than you do now earlier on in your life?
Yeah, I do. Whenever I was like maybe my teen years, I was like, you know, I really I wouldn't say I was like I really never really thought about like death or nothing like that, but like as I got older, I'm pretty sure everybody does this. You're realizing, hey, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's coming up. It's gonna come up eventually. So, I mean, I've never really thought about it. You feel me? I just want to like, you know, I want to be something before I die. You know what I'm saying?
Your personal legacy.
Yeah. I want to have like.
How would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as like I want to be remembered as a lot of things. Honestly, like, you know, I want to be a G. I want to be I want to be known as a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like kind of step on the good people now, and I think it's stupid and crazy. But I mean, I value that shit. And you know, I want to have like, you know, a nice family. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a son, at least one. You know what I'm saying? No, I wouldn't mind having a girl too, but like, you know, I really want a son though. Before I die, anyways.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm the last of the offspring, like, cause like all my dad's siblings or the guys in the family have like had girls.
Yeah.
So it's not really. I'm the last one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like to carry it on.
So do you try to always have a optimistic standpoint, like always try to be kind and thoughtful?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really do, but don't get it messed up. Like, you know, I have like, you know, everybody has that. You know, like whenever like you feel like somebody's trying to try you or like, you know,
press you.
Yeah, or you just have a bad day. You know, sometimes, you know, it's gonna happen. Like, you know, sometimes I might over exaggerate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I try to be a good guy. You know, like sometimes I'll like. I mean, I don't like really talk about this, but like sometimes when I'm going through the drive-throughs, I'll pay for the people behind me. Like, cause you feel me? They don't know who the fuck I am, so it's like, you know, they're probably just thinking like, who the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying?
Try to do good deeds.
Yeah. You know, try to. And then, you know, sometimes when I'm like tipping waiters or waitresses, I'll be like, how old are you? And then they'll tell me their age, and I'll drop that as the tip or something.
I saw this thing, this video of this guy interviewing this other guy.
Yeah.
And I've always had this ideology, but this guy put it into words so perfectly.
Yeah.
And it was something along the line, I can never get it verbatim, but it always plays in my head. And this guy said that you can't blame actions of incompetence on malice. So people live in their own little bubble. They always think of like, okay, I gotta do point A to point B, gotta do this, gotta do that,
Yeah.
without thinking of their surroundings and the people around them.
Right.
While if they mess up or they slip up or do something on accident, that they don't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
And if it affects another person or something like that, people are gonna be like, why are you pressing me? Like, like, what is your problem?
Yeah.
Which, not knowing that that person, that individual, is, they don't mean
Yeah.
to cause any malice or hateful actions. They're so tunnel visioned on their own little world.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a lot of the conflict in today's society, and just in general, is a lot of misunderstanding and miscommunication.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
But back to you, like doing good deeds and stuff like that. It's great seeing that in people, because there's so much hate in this world, and there's so much anger and conflict, and it's a breath of fresh air having a sense of kindness and a sense of love and peace.
Yeah.
In such a strict and stressful like environment around us.
Yeah, and even if like I'm not doing good financially, sometimes just holding the door open for somebody, or like just little stuff like that. You feel me? You ain't gotta like do that to feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just like
little actions can go a long way.
Yeah, and I mean I do it for the other person for sure, but you feel me? A lot of people will be like, oh, I don't do it for me. I do it so I can feel good too. Sometimes I ain't afraid to admit that.
Yeah, well, this is nothing wrong with that, because you're also doing a kind act to somebody else as well.
Yeah.
Which there is a limit that should be put to that. Like, just don't go out and be nice because it makes you feel better. I mean, always try to be nice, but don't do it in the fact of, or in the idea of, if I do this, I'm a good person, and then go out and boast about it.
Yeah, no. For sure, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, don't be like trying to flex. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
always do acts of kindness even when no one's watching. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's why I like the drop 3 thing so much, because you feel me, like the only person that knows is me and the person in the window. You know what I'm saying?
The cashier. Yeah. I'm so tired of this little error popping up, man. I think it's so annoying. Do you think it's important for people to have a sense of kindness and the idea of forgiveness, I suppose? Do you have a sense of forgiveness? Like, say if
yeah, I do.
Somebody comes up and presses you, it's like, hey man, it's all cool. Like, I didn't mean to buy it, and they're like,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like yeah, I mean I always try to like be cool. Like even if like when people press me, like I mean, honestly, I feel like it depends on what mood I'm in. Like,
I got you.
You feel me? Because, like, if you're having a shit day and somebody comes up to you and just, like, says something, and you've been fucking, like, antsy the whole day, and then somebody, like, but, like, you feel me? But at the most part, I'm real chill when it comes to, like, controversy, yeah. So, like, I'm, like, I just try to chill. Like, and even if I am a little wired, I might just be, like, I still kind of think before I like do something, but like you can tell if it's gonna escalate most of the time.
I think the biggest thing is, in those scenarios, always try to have a third party perspective.
Yeah.
So like, say this is someone that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, say if like I'm sitting here yelling at you, saying you did all this shit. Try to think in your own head, like, okay, say if I was James, for example, what would be going on? Did this guy, which is me, do anything wrong? If not, let's try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And then I think the biggest thing is to try to ease the other person down. Like, hey man, I understand why you're mad, or da 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 da.
Yeah.
But we can just talk about it and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because there's just, like I said earlier, there's just so much conflict, dude.
It really is.
People don't have this sensibility of, we're all living our own little lives.
Yeah.
We all go through our own struggles and stuff like that. And I think that's the biggest thing, is a lot of people don't understand that everybody goes through struggles, dude. I don't care who you are, how much money you have, whatever. Everybody goes through their own struggles.
Yeah, that's right.
But along these topics, though, those struggles do not give anyone, and I mean literally anybody, the right to take their struggles or their past and history and release that onto other people.
Yeah.
So like the ideology of, or the aspect of the abused becoming an abuser and stuff like that. Like that whole there's no excuse, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Like yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Cause like, whenever like growing up, like people only think like role models and stuff. Like people think you can only take good from like role models, or they act like they're not. Cause like me personally, if I seen like anyone, like a stranger, my cousin, dad, you know, anything like that, you know, there's good lessons to be taught, and then there's also bad. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've always thought like I don't want to be like this person on this, but when he was on this, it was actually kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like just, you know, anyone. You know what I'm saying?
When we so different religions and stuff like that have different depictures of the embodiment of death.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think Hebrew have an archangel named Azrael, and it's the goddess of death.
Yeah.
And I believe Christianity, in certain paintings, they have the Grim Reaper. So that's like the classic skeleton with the cloak and scythe. Yeah. But it's not like an actual being. It's just that's how it's depicted in art for Christianity. Yeah. To like put it as an embodiment in art. Do you have a belief in the figure or the embodiment of death? Or do you think it's just like you just pass away, go straight to heaven? There's not like a carrier for you.
Honestly, when I depict death, it's just darkness.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, that's what I think, anyways. Like, cause I mean, like people think, or this, like I think people think hell's like fire and demons and all that crap. I think it's just a pit of nothing. Like, you're just there, alone or something, maybe. But that's just my depiction on it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there should be a certain way that people should handle grief and their coping mechanisms?
When it comes to that, snap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like if you can handle it, you know, you like do the best you can. But like, you know, people are different, man. Like you've been saying, like,
yeah,
like, bro, some people you just can't say shit to.
We all come from different walks of life.
Yeah,
man. We all have our own little road that we're walking on. I think it's important in our coping and in our grief periods to never rely on substances.
Yeah.
And because that's a very easy way to go down the path of substance abuse.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is not to dread on the fact of, well, shit, my friend, brother, mother, sister, dad, grandma, son, daughter just passed away, but instead appreciate the memories.
Yeah.
And focus on the really good times that you've made with that person.
Yeah.
Because like in episode 1, which I'll probably say this in future episodes as well, the time it takes for a person to truly die after their genuine death is about 100 to 200 years, because a person still lives as long as we remember them, talk about them, and then have them alive through thought and memories.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
Never
besides
really
that,
thought
it'll
about it
just
like
be a
that,
tombstone.
honestly. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah. Which photographs and videos, it's another way to keep people alive, which I'll dive deep into that on a different episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
With some future guests.
I'll feel you
because I have certain people who want to talk about art and literature and stuff like that, and so photography is a type of art. If you had the scenario of becoming immortal, would you take that opportunity?
I really don't know, because part of it sounds cool, but then another part of it sounds like, I mean, I guess since I believe in heaven, it's like
immortality
I never die,
through
no?
like immortality through body, like you're on Earth.
Like, oh no. No.
Any reason?
I don't want it. I don't know. I'm human. Freaking but no, I don't really have a big reason for it. I just think it's just life. It just happens. It's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know you believe in heaven, but do you believe in spirituality and like souls that are left on Earth, like ghosts?
I do, cause I mean, you know, I've been in real bad situations where I probably should have got fucked up or something like that. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean like physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you feel me? I feel like I feel like I have to have a guardian angel. Just like, come on, you feel me? Like, stop doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Get your ass home." You know what I'm saying? So.
What about like hauntings? Like
hauntings?
the
No, I mean
average ghost.
I mean, I believe that I believe there's spirits here, but like, I mean, I'm a big believer in like, if you don't believe that anything bad can hurt you, then, bro, come on now, bro, I ain't gonna let no ghost test me.
So you're like I wouldn't say manifesting, but like building up.
I feel like my mentality's too
like
too strong.
Yeah, like a strong will of this shit's not gonna get to me.
Yeah, it's not like none of that bull crap's gonna get to me. I'm too like, cause I mean, like a lot of people don't realize this, but like your brain is like the one thing that's like you control that, and with that you control everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like, yeah, if you got a good strong brain on your head, like.
Do you believe there's a way to overpower your brain? So, because like people think that like their brain is them, like that's your conscience.
Yeah.
Do you believe there's a way to trick your own conscience into different things?
I mean, sorry to say this like this. I'm not saying this about anybody, but I think if they're freaking stupid, yeah. I mean, but I don't feel like no, heck no. I don't feel like if you could trick your brain. I mean, I believe it's happened to people, but like, not me though. Like, fuck no. I mean, it just sounds so crazy whenever you hear it. And I don't know. I just feel like it's yours. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, like, people when they're subconscious, like, for me, for example, I have subconscious social anxiety.
Yeah.
So, like, when I'm talking to people and stuff like that, I'm like, my frontal part of my brain is like, I'm fine, you know, everything's good.
Yeah.
But the part that's not talking to me, it's just like lingering, like your kind of like the thing that like controls your nervous system and stuff like that is eating at me. It's like freaking the hell out, you know. It's like, oh shit, once I think this, once I think that. But my frontal part is just like, I'm chill. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I think that it's important for me to tell myself, like, hey man, you're all good, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that. But I do that too. Like, sometimes you like second guess yourself, but I don't think that's what I don't think that's your brain tricking you. I just think you're just thinking.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got on here. Okay, so yeah. Do you have a? Now I know that you're a Catholic and you believe that you're going to go to heaven.
Yeah.
But do you have a fear of dying?
A fear of dying? Oh no, not for real. I mean, honestly, I feel like you can't really have a fear of something like if you don't really stun it that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, everybody knows that they're gonna die. Some people are afraid of it. Me personally, I'm not. I just think like, because you feel me, you never know when you're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It could be tomorrow. It could be 20 years from now. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be whenever. But no, I've never really had a fear of dying.
What do you think the best thing to do, since you have such a big appreciation of life and you believe that living every day to the fullest is such a important thing to live by? What would you say to people who struggle with that, who struggle to realize that any moment could be their last and that they should get up and
Yeah, personally, I feel like, it's like, or what I would say anyways is like, freaking, see, like I'm doing that thing. Anyways, probably, because I feel like a lot of people like think about what other people are gonna think and stuff like that. Everybody does it at some point in their life. I care about what people think of me to an extent. Like, I want them to think good of me. You feel me? But and if they think bad of me when I haven't done anything bad, they can eat it. But I feel like, just like, don't give a fuck what people think, really. Like, do what you want. If you want to do something, just get out there and do it. You're the only person that is really like the boss of you.
Mm-hmm. You just said that you shouldn't care what other people think, and that brings me to what really helps me do that. And I'm gonna try to wrap this up within 2 minutes because that's when we have to pause it and resume again.
Yeah.
But just the idea of we live in a never-ending, expanding universe.
Yeah.
Like the expanse of space is infinite. Like it's continuously growing. It's never going to stop. So there's literally infinite, and I mean literal infinite planets.
Yeah.
We live on one. We live on one planet, and you are one of like billions, trillions, like a massive amount of people who have come and gone, and you're worried of someone else's thought preventing you from going out and doing the things that you want to do before you wither away in the sands of time.
You feel me?
And I think that's the biggest thing is go outside, look at the stars, and be like, damn, we are literally nothing. We are nothing. That fucker that called me fat at the gym, that asshole who told me my breath smelled like bananas, like
bananas.
It's it's silly to think about it, really. Like if you look at it from a third party scenario, like I said earlier, the biggest thing to do is just don't let people define who you are. You are what you think of yourself. If you're a person who thinks they're miserable and sad and depressed, you're gonna be that person. If you're a person who thinks that they're happy and they're loving and they're kind, you're gonna be that person. If you're a person who thinks you're an asshole and you're a dick, you're gonna give out subtle things that make you who you think you are.
Yeah.
If you think that you have self-confidence and you can do anything that you put your mind to, you're gonna do a lot of stuff that people normally can't do.
That's facts.
So I think that's the
maybe.
I think that's the biggest thing to do is, and luckily I was able to put all of that in right before we get on to the next segment, which will be the third segment out of either 3 or 4.
Oh man, it's like feeling pretty good, honestly. On the first pod, the first 30 minutes was a bit like, I mean, the second one I felt like it was a little bit more smooth. I was still kind of stumbling over words, but it's been pretty sweet though. Cause like, I mean, I've been wanting to do podcasts, so it's a good start. I feel like you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, that's a strong thing. Is when we start off on something we want to do, there's gonna be rough patches, but eventually, if you stay persistent and grow past the rough patches, you will eventually get to strengthening your ability to do what you're doing and get to where you want to be.
That's right.
But I think the biggest thing is starting off. People often have an idea, but they don't act upon that idea.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest thing is, if you have a good idea and you genuinely want to do that, do it, man.
That's facts. Do it.
There's nothing preventing you besides like finances and stuff like that, but if you genuinely want to do something, don't let finances prevent your ability of happiness.
For sure. I feel that for sure. Yeah, I feel you on that. A lot of people do be doing that, like they just like, they think people could be freaking set.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could be doing like anything they want and they just don't. I don't know why.
I think it's a lot of realism to them. It's like, oh well, I would do this, but it's not realistic.
You feel me? Yeah, fuck
but that. There's those tiny odds where
it is.
Like, you have potential. Like everybody on this planet. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be people who have bad history. It could be people.
That's facts.
Who, I don't mean to say this in the way I'm saying it, but like low IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know exactly what you mean.
But I mean, like,
no, I'm just playing.
Everybody can do anything they put their mind to, really.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, what I'm saying is, like, in a realistic standpoint, like, you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna build a plane in my backyard. Like, not that kind of stuff, but like, if you have a goal, like a career goal or something like that, or like a hobby goal, go for it, man.
Yeah, that's fast, because you never know what could happen.
Now, when we do pass, I think this is taken into Egyptian mythology, but people wish they could take objects into the afterlife with them. If you could take anything with you into the afterlife, what would you take with you?
If I could take something to the afterlife.
You better not say Twisted Tea.
No, I wasn't gonna. I mean, I looked down at it, I was like, should I say it? And I was like, no, because that's not really what I'd do. I'm not that crazy. If I could take anything to the afterlife, probably, I don't know, for real. I've never really thought about it. Because, like, I don't know. Shit. Probably nothing, for real.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like, well, I mean, I don't feel like there's gonna be any use for whatever was here up there, anyways.
You wouldn't even take you a little backwood?
A little bag of wood.
A little backwood?
Oh no, no, not for real. I mean, honestly, I really don't know. My bad, G.
Oh, you're all good, man.
I was talking to my boy over here, McAvoy. I accidentally bumped him.
Now, you said that you haven't really experienced that much loss, and the ones that you did experience, you didn't really know that well.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets of people that you have lost?
Not for real. I mean, no.
So, you wouldn't like wish you could have like gotten to know them anymore better?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I probably would have liked to got to know him, but there's nothing really that I'm really too like set on when it comes to that, you know.
What about advice to people that wish they could have gotten?
Probably. I mean, I'm a firm believer on like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, it was their time. Probably, I'm not real big with empathy and stuff, so this is a hard question for me to answer. But I'm probably just like, because a lot of people get sad when like people die and stuff. Like I'm more like, they don't want you sad. You know what I'm saying? Just like, just, you know, do your thing. You know, freaking live for them. You know what I'm saying? Just like do your thing. Pretty much like live for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you were saying earlier, like, you know, boast them up while you're still here. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy their memories and stuff like that.
Now, since we're getting
unless you just can't. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were like too young or something, but
yeah. Now, since we're getting in around the last half hour, I have about 3 questions left for you.
All right.
Now, a lot of death row inmates and stuff like that are given a last meal, and it could be anything that they want. What would you want?
Sloppy
Say if you were to die tomorrow, and you could have literally an infinite amount of food, best quality, anything in the world. It could be 50 menu items. It could be 35 beverages.
Oh, so it can be like more than just one food?
Yeah, it could literally be
like a 10 course.
It could be like literally every single food on the planet. What would you want?
I'm getting some sloppy joes, some spaghetti, some freaking let me think. Probably some pizza maybe.
Okay. What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni probably. I'm a plain James kind of dude.
From any certain restaurants or establishments, or just like just top quality?
Probably Domino's. I really fuck with Domino's. A lot of people wouldn't say that, but I don't care. And drinks. You feel me? I want mine. I mean, if it's my last day here, we getting fucked up. Probably like a twisted tea. Maybe like a little OJ or something. And a bottle of Grey Goose. Sounds pretty good to me.
What about like desserts and like side items, like mashed potatoes?
Desserts. I mean, I like desserts. Like, you feel me? I get a sweet tooth sometimes, but you feel me? I'm not.
Well, man, hey, man, it's your last day.
My last day. Probably maybe probably a Reese cup.
A little candy bar. You wouldn't get like a little molten lava cake or no ice cream or brownies?
Not for real. I mean, I really ain't big on like cake and stuff like that. Probably
just something simple in a Reese cup.
Yeah, a little Reese cup, little peanut butter and wrapped in chocolate sounds pretty good.
On your birthday, I'm gonna give you that little Reese cup, with a little candle in it. Like, here you go, Carlos.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that your birthdays, like celebrating your birthday, is more of a depressing thing or more of like a celebration that you made it that
A
far?
celebration? Hell yeah, it's a celebration. Hey, you done made it another year? Yeah, bro, definitely a celebration. I don't know who be depressed on their birthday. I don't see how.
Well, a lot of people get depressed on their birthdays because they see it as another year closer to the inevitable.
Yeah, I think that's just stupid. Like, bro, it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's the day you were born. That's just crazy to me. No. Heck yeah, it's a celebration. Whoever thinks that, 1 year later, who gives a solitary shit about it? It's happening, cuz. Be happy anyways.
What about...
I shouldn't cuss. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. I already have it on like a PG-13 setting.
No, that's more about like maybe my parents might see this one day. Yeah, I'm apologizing to y'all.
If you were at your funeral, would you want this to be played, like certain bits of it at your funeral?
I don't know. Maybe like some highlights.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably not.
Would you think that would you want people to watch this, like your friends and stuff like that, if you were to pass, like certain
Yeah,
parts
for
of this?
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they watched it, but I wouldn't necessarily have that at my funeral.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I don't mean it like that way.
Yeah.
I just mean like when you pass and your friends and stuff like that to
Yeah, like
commemorate.
listen to me, cuz. Like, I'm shouting out to all my homies right now. After I die, y'all still listening.
Do you
No,
have
just
like
saying.
a will or anything in place?
Not for real.
Do you have anything that you would want on your will?
Yeah, I'd probably leave like some of my stuff to like some of my close homies. Depending on like how life goes, you feel me? If I have a family, they're gonna get like my kids. They're definitely getting like
The majority.
a good majority of my money. But when it comes to like items that I own, like say it's like fishing poles or car, like my wife can have a car, but you feel me? I'm leaving some shit to my boys too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna leave some stuff to my fams. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my sisters might get a little something.
If you were to pass,
My kids are getting the money, and then my friends and wife are getting the. Well, my wife might get a little bit of money, but other than that, all my personal belongings, like say if I have a Porsche, I'm gonna slide one to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slide my truck to my boy. I'm gonna slide my PS25 to my other homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Would you have any like last words to any close friends or family?
I don't know. I'd be like, yo. Not for real. I'd probably just act like I'm acting now. Yeah, I'd be probably sad, like I'm just laying there, fucking, like feeling like shit. And I'm gonna be like, yo. I'll tell you what my last words would be. Like, yo, man, if I with you, I feel like shit. They're sitting there crying. I'm like, dang, bro, don't do that. I'll be like, you're gonna make me tear up.
What about any genuine advice? This doesn't have to be related to life or death.
Yeah.
But genuine advice for an audience or for people to take in. It can be on any topic.
Advice. Heck, I'm still kind of young. Probably, just be happy, I guess. Be happy. whenever it's like, whenever like it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause me, I've always been that guy, but like, don't be, cause like I've also, like I've been happy in certain situations. I mean, I don't feel like it's a bad thing personally, but you know, sometimes I feel like people like to feel like shit, like mentally. Sometimes,
It's easy. It's a comforting state.
yeah. I mean, I think it's stupid, but like, personally, but I mean, I don't think it's stupid. Let me rephrase it. I'm so sorry.
You're all good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, viewers. Personally, I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's crazy. Like, I mean, I'm that guy that's gonna like come in and try to like. I'm the cheerful guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I sometimes when I try to be cheerful, people think that I'm like joking about whatever they're feeling down about. Like, when that's completely far off from what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? My bad, G. Yeah, it's completely far off from what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to be a cheerful spirit, trying to like cheer people up, and they think that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people just don't like to be cheered up, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing is that when it comes to people being in such a negative mindset, there's an ease of comfort in it. Because
Yeah.
you feel like shit, and you know that in order to be happy, you have to fight through it. You have to make peace and amends with that, with those things that are making you feel that way. And that battle is long and it's hard, and so people would rather feel comfortable in feeling like shit and not having to worry about anything, rather than taking that first step and becoming in a better mindset, because it's hard. It's very hard to be happy and stuff like that, because the world will drag you down if you let it. But as long as you stay optimistic, sorry, it's a much more easier way to approach things.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is just optimism. Stay chin up, you know. Just keep your chin up.
For sure. Yeah.
Don't let things drag you down.
Yeah, don't be sad. You heard me.
So, how do you feel? How was your experience on this podcast?
I mean, it was pretty chill for my first podcast. I feel like it sounded kind of retarded at points, but you feel me? I'll get better though.
I got you.
Heck yeah, maybe one day I can come back.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I can have some future questions involving the topics of life and death for you.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can find a genuine topic that you like to talk about.
I feel you there. Heck yeah.
Well, man. Appreciate you coming on.
For sure, man. Alright, dude. Yeah, it was good. It was real good. I mean, shout out to the Graveyard Ship. You know what I'm saying? Unpaid promotion. Y'all need to freaking get my boy a deal.
Well, man, I hope you had a good time on the episode.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, for real. I mean, I want to start my own podcast. You know what I mean? So
what would yours be about?
Probably more just about experiences, like, you know, like people's lives, like just all kind of stuff, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just one. I really don't got one major category. Like, if I see somebody's life and I think it's interesting, I'm not just like, yo, like even like my friends and stuff too. So, you know, I'm gonna have some episodes for the boys, and then some episodes for like local talents and like, you know, just stuff like that.
That's what I really want to try to do with this one is, so like I want half the episode, or like half the time in the episode to be about certain questions, with the destroying the stigmatism of death being such a negative topic, but I also want the other half of the episode of this person talking about themselves and their experiences in life, and letting the audience really get to know them and their passions and their hobbies and stuff like that.
I feel you.
So if you do come on in a future episode, maybe we can really take a deep dive into your hobbies and passions and such, and we ain't gotta worry about going over these answers again unless they change, of course.
Yeah, I'll feel you there. Heck yeah, my experience was pretty okay. If we talking about life now, heck, I'm a douchebag. Nah, I'm just playing. No, not for real. I was just joking there.
Mhm.
I like Twisted Tea.
Well, man.
I like to party.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I
Just
think
got a car.
Yes, you did. How's that been?
It's been good. It's been very well. Life's going pretty good.
Of course, man. Yeah.
I'm on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Highlight of my life right here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad you think so, man. Well, I think this is gonna pretty much wrap things up, man. I'm glad that you decided to come on.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you for having me on.
Of course, bro.
Oh, me, it was lit.
Well,
First podcast in the books. I'm gonna have one. I don't know what it's gonna be called yet, though.
I'll make sure I give a.
I mean, we allowed to shout out on my Instagrams on here.
Go ahead, bro.
Alright, yo, boy _ Carlos. You gotta add me on the Insta. I ain't got that many followers, so add me on there. That's YAHBOY _ Carlos.
Well, say goodbye to the camera, and then we're gonna be done.
I'll see you later, Graveyard Shift. Y'all have a good one.